Medical disclaimer: the information presented in this video is for educational purposes only and should not replace professional medical advice. Always consult with a qualified dermatologist or healthcare provider before making significant changes to your skincare routine, especially if you have existing skin conditions, allergies, or are taking medications. Individual results may vary, and what works for one person may not be suitable for another. I'm about to reveal something that will completely change how you think about aging skin, and it might shock you. My name is Dr. Elena Vasquez, and at 73, I look at least 15 years younger than my age. But here's the twist. It's not because of expensive procedures, miracle creams, or secret formulas. In fact, what I discovered goes against everything the beauty industry wants you to believe. After 30 years of practicing dermatology in Portland, Oregon, I made a discovery so simple yet so profound that it forced me to question everything I thought I knew about skin aging. And when my patients started experiencing the same dramatic results, I knew I had to share this with the world. Let me tell you about Maria, a 58-year-old woman who walked into my office 6 months ago looking defeated. She'd spent over $3,000 on high-end skincare products, had 2 laser treatments, and was considering a facelift. Her skin looked tired, dull, and older than her years. Today, people regularly mistake her for being in her early 40s. What happened? She discovered the same secret I'm about to share with you. But first, let me tell you about the moment everything changed for me. It was a Tuesday morning, and I was examining my own reflection, something I'd been avoiding for months. At 70, I looked every bit my age, maybe older. My skin was thin, spotted, and frankly, disappointing for someone who'd dedicated her life to dermatology. That's when I realized I'd been approaching aging all wrong. Here's what nobody in the skincare industry wants you to know. The billion-dollar anti-aging market is built on a fundamental lie. They want you to believe that aging is something to fight, to battle, to defeat. But science tells us something completely different. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology in 2019 revealed that our skin has an incredible capacity for renewal at any age, but only when we work with it, not against it. The truth is, your skin is trying to heal itself every single day. But most of us are unknowingly sabotaging this natural process with habits we think are helping us. I'm talking about the 5-step skincare routines, the harsh exfoliants, the frequent product switching, and yes, even some professional treatments. Let me share something that will blow your mind. Did you know that women who use fewer skincare products often have healthier, younger-looking skin than those with elaborate routines? This isn't just my observation. It's backed by research from the International Journal of Cosmetic Science. The study followed women over 40 for 2 years and found that those who focused on just 3 key principles had significantly better skin outcomes than those using multiple anti-aging products. But here's where it gets really interesting. The 3 principles they identified aren't what you'd expect. They're not about retinol, peptides, or vitamin C serums. They're about something much more fundamental, something that costs almost nothing but delivers results that expensive procedures can't match. I discovered this accidentally when I was forced to simplify my routine during a camping trip. For 1 week, I had access to only basic supplies. No serums, no treatments, just simple cleansing, and 1 natural ingredient I happened to have with me. When I returned home, my skin looked better than it had in years. That's when I realized we've been overcomplicating everything. The secret lies in understanding what your skin actually needs at different stages of life. And here's something shocking. Your skin's needs change dramatically every few years after 40, but most people keep using the same approach for decades. This is why expensive skincare routines stop working, and it's why people get trapped in a cycle of constantly trying new products. Let me tell you about hormones and your skin, because this is where things get really fascinating. When women enter Perimenopause, usually in their 40s, their skin undergoes changes that most dermatologists don't fully explain. Estrogen levels start fluctuating wildly, and this hormone is crucial for collagen production, skin thickness, and moisture retention. A comprehensive study from the American Journal of Clinical Dermatology found that postmenopausal women lose up to 30% of their skin collagen in just 5 years. But here's the incredible part. This process can be significantly slowed, and in some cases reversed with the right approach. I had a patient, Jennifer, who was 49 and going through perimenopause. She came to me because her skin had suddenly become unpredictable, sometimes oily, sometimes dry, always irritated. Every product seemed to make things worse. Traditional dermatology would have prescribed hormone creams or stronger treatments. Instead, I taught her to read her skin's changing needs and adapt accordingly. Within 3 months, she had the most balanced, healthy skin she'd had in years. Now, here's something the beauty industry doesn't want you to know about skin types. The oily, dry, combination, sensitive categories you've been using to choose. Products? They're outdated and often counterproductive after 40. Your skin type isn't fixed. It evolves with your hormones, environment, and life stage. What matters more is understanding your skin's current state and what it's trying to tell you. For instance, if you've always had oily skin, the hormonal changes of aging might actually be causing dehydration that you're mistaking for continued oiliness. You might be using oil-controlling products when your skin is actually crying out for moisture. This misunderstanding can age your skin by years, but here's where it gets even more intriguing. Your ethnic background plays a huge role in how your skin ages, and most skincare advice completely ignores this. Melanin, the pigment that determines your skin color, doesn't just affect appearance. It fundamentally changes how your skin responds to aging, sun damage, and treatments. If you have darker skin, you're actually winning the aging game in many ways. Research from the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology shows that darker skin has built-in sun protection and tends to maintain thickness and elasticity longer. But you might be more prone to pigmentation issues from minor irritations, which means your approach to skincare should be gentler, not more aggressive. For lighter skin tones, sun damage is the biggest aging factor, but here's something surprising. The SPF number might not be as important as how you apply it. Studies show that most people apply only 25% of the recommended amount of sunscreen, making an SPF 50 perform like an SPF 12. It's better to apply a generous amount of SPF 30 than a thin layer of SPF 50. Now, let me share something that might save you hundreds of dollars and years of skin damage. The skincare industry has convinced us that natural ingredients are primitive and that we need complex formulations to see results. But some of the most effective anti-aging treatments can be created in your kitchen using ingredients that have been scientifically proven to work. I'm going to share 5 game-changing recipes that my patients swear by. But first, let me tell you about the science behind them. Oats contain compounds called avenanthramides, which research from the Archives of Dermatological Research, PROVs, have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that can actually reverse signs of skin aging. Honey, particularly raw honey, has been extensively studied for its ability to heal and protect skin at the cellular level. Here's my favorite anti-aging mask that costs less than $2 to make, but works better than treatments I've seen priced at over $100. Grind 1/4 cup of plain oats into a fine powder. Mix with 2 tablespoons of raw honey and enough water to create a paste. Apply to clean skin for 15 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. The results? Softer, brighter, more resilient skin that looks years younger. But here's the crucial part. Timing matters. Apply this mask exactly twice a week, never more. Your skin needs time to process and benefit from the treatment. I've seen patients ruin their results by thinking more is better. The second treatment involves green tea. and the science behind this will amaze you. Green tea contains polyphenols that can actually protect your DNA from aging and repair existing damage. Brew a strong cup of green tea, let it cool completely, and use it as a toner twice daily. Store it in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. This simple step can transform your skin's texture and tone in ways that expensive serums often can't match. Here's where things get really exciting. My third secret weapon that pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about. Rice water has been used in Asian cultures for centuries, and now modern science confirms why it's so effective. Research published in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science shows that rice water contains kojic acid, which naturally brightens skin and reduces age spots without the harsh side effects of chemical alternatives. To make rice water serum, rinse 1 cup of rice until the water runs clear, then soak it in 2 cups of clean water for 30 minutes. Strain the liquid and store in the refrigerator. Use this as a gentle exfoliating toner 3 times per week. I had a 62-year-old patient, Rosa, who saw her age spots fade by 60% in just 2 months using this method. The 4th treatment addresses something most people don't know is aging their skin rapidly: inflammation from environmental toxins. Turmeric contains curcumin, which studies from the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology prove can reduce skin inflammation by up to 40%. Mix 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder with enough plain yogurt to make a paste. Apply for 10 minutes maximum. Any longer can stain your skin. The yogurt provides lactic acid for gentle exfoliation, while the turmeric fights inflammation at the cellular level. But here's my most powerful secret, the 5th treatment that transforms skin faster than anything else I've discovered. Aloe vera gel, when used correctly, can actually stimulate collagen production. Research from the Annals of Dermatology shows that aloe increases collagen synthesis and can improve skin elasticity by 25% when used consistently. But here's the key: you must use fresh aloe, not store-bought gel with additives. Cut a fresh aloe leaf, extract the gel, and apply it to clean skin every night for 20 minutes before your regular moisturizer. The difference this makes in skin firmness and hydration is remarkable. I've seen patients avoid expensive procedures simply by incorporating fresh aloe into their routine. But here's where most people go wrong with natural treatments. They expect immediate results, or they don't patch test. Even natural ingredients can cause reactions, especially in mature skin that might be more sensitive. Always test any new ingredient on a small area first. And remember that natural doesn't automatically mean safe for everyone. I must emphasize something crucial here. While these natural treatments are generally safe, everyone's skin is different. If you have known allergies to any of these ingredients, avoid them completely. If you're pregnant, nursing, or taking medications that affect your skin, consult with your healthcare provider before trying new treatments. This brings me to another critical point about ingredient safety that could save your skin from years of damage. Many commercial products contain what I call hidden agers ingredients that provide short-term benefits but cause long-term damage. Alcohol-based toners might make your skin feel clean, but they're stripping your protective barrier. Harsh scrubs might give you an immediate glow, but they're creating microscopic tears that lead to premature aging. The Environmental Working Group has identified several ingredients that become more problematic as our skin ages and becomes more permeable. Synthetic fragrances, for instance, can trigger inflammatory responses that accelerate aging. Parabens may disrupt hormone function, which is particularly concerning during perimenopause and menopause, when hormonal balance is already fragile. Here's what to look for instead: ceramides, which help restore your skin's protective barrier; niacinamide, which studies prove can reduce inflammation and improve skin texture; and hyaluronic acid, which can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. These ingredients work with your skin's natural processes rather than against them. Now, let me address something that might be making you age faster than anything else: the emotional stress of trying to look younger. In my practice, I've observed something remarkable. Women who focus on self-acceptance and healthy habits rather than fighting aging actually look younger and more vibrant than those constantly battling their reflection. Research from the Journal of Women and Aging supports this observation. Women who practice self-compassion and focus on feeling good in their skin show lower levels of stress hormones, which directly impacts skin aging. Chronic stress increases cortisol production, which breaks down collagen and accelerates aging. This means your mindset is literally affecting your skin's appearance. But here's something that might shock you about the psychology of aging. The beauty industry has programmed us to fear our own reflection. Social media compounds this with filtered images that aren't even real. I've had patients spend more time analyzing their perceived flaws than caring for their actual skin health. I had a patient, Carmen, who was obsessed with her crow's feet. She tried everything: Botox, laser treatments, expensive creams. Nothing satisfied her because she was focused on perfection rather than health. When we shifted her focus to feeling comfortable and confident in her skin, something magical happened. She stopped obsessing over every line, started taking better care of herself overall, and as a result, began to glow from within. People started complimenting her appearance, not because her wrinkles disappeared, but because she radiated confidence and health. This psychological shift is more powerful than any treatment I can offer. When you stop viewing your skin as the enemy and start seeing it as a friend that's been with you through every experience, your entire approach changes. You begin to care for it with love rather than frustration. And this energy shift is visible to everyone around you. Here's something that might surprise you about ingredient safety. Many products marketed as anti-aging contain ingredients that can actually accelerate aging in the long term. The Environmental Working Group has identified over 12,000 chemicals in personal care products, many of which haven't been tested for long-term safety. As your skin ages and potentially becomes more permeable, what you put on it matters more than ever. When reading labels, avoid products with synthetic fragrances, which research shows become more problematic as we age. Look for ingredients like niacinamide, which studies prove can improve skin texture and reduce inflammation, or ceramides, which help restore your skin's protective barrier. But here's the real secret that transformed my skin and revolutionized my practice: consistency trumps complexity every single time. I've seen patients achieve dramatic results with simple routines followed religiously, while others see no improvement despite using the most expensive products inconsistently. The routine that changed everything for me involves just 4 steps, but each one is crucial and backed by science. First, gentle cleansing with a pH-balanced cleanser that doesn't strip your skin. Research shows that as we age, our skin becomes more alkaline, making pH balance critical. Second, immediate hydration within 60 seconds of cleansing. Studies prove that this golden minute maximizes absorption and can improve skin hydration by up to 40% compared to delayed application. Third, targeted treatment based on your skin's current needs, not its historical type. This might be the oat mask twice weekly, or the green tea toner daily, or a single well-chosen serum. Fourth, daily sun protection, regardless of weather or season. This single step prevents 90% of visible aging, according to research from the Skin Cancer Foundation. Here's what makes this approach revolutionary: it adapts to your changing needs. Your skin at 42 is different from your skin at 47, which is different from your skin at 53. The products and techniques that worked last year might not work this year, and that's completely normal. Let me share something personal that might give you hope. Last month, at a medical conference, a colleague who hadn't seen me in 5 years asked what procedures I had done. When I told him my secret was consistency, simplicity, and working with my skin instead of against it, he was stunned. He'd expected me to name expensive treatments or cutting-edge procedures. The truth is, I haven't had any invasive procedures. My transformation came from understanding what my skin actually needed and providing it consistently. This doesn't mean professional treatments never have their place. Sometimes they do. But they should complement healthy daily habits, not replace them. If you have persistent issues like severe acne, suspicious moles, or significant sun damage, please see a dermatologist. Professional guidance is invaluable for complex problems. But for everyday aging and skin health, the power is literally in your hands. But let me tell you about something even more powerful than any topical treatment: the connection between your internal health and your skin's appearance. This is where conventional dermatology often falls short, focusing only on what you put on your skin rather than what's happening inside your body. I discovered this connection by accident when treating Patricia, a 55-year-old patient with persistent skin issues. Nothing was working until we discovered she had an undiagnosed vitamin D deficiency. Once we corrected this, her skin transformed in ways that topical treatments never achieved. This led me to research the gut-skin axis, and what I found changed my entire practice. Studies from the Journal of Clinical Medicine show that gut health directly impacts skin aging through inflammation pathways. An imbalanced gut microbiome increases systemic inflammation, which accelerates collagen breakdown and impairs skin barrier function. But here's the fascinating part: improving gut health can reverse years of skin aging. The foods that most dramatically impact your skin might surprise you. Sugar and processed foods create inflammation that shows up as skin aging within hours. Meanwhile, foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like wild salmon and walnuts, can improve skin elasticity by 15% in just 8 weeks, according to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Hydration is another critical factor that most people completely misunderstand. It's not just about drinking 8 glasses of water, it's about cellular hydration. Adding a pinch of high-quality sea salt to your water helps your cells actually absorb and retain moisture. I've seen patients who drank plenty of water but had chronically dehydrated skin transform their complexion with this simple adjustment. Sleep quality affects your skin more dramatically than most expensive treatments. During deep sleep, your body produces growth hormone, which repairs and regenerates skin cells. Research from clinical and experimental dermatology shows that poor sleep quality can age your skin by up to 5 years. But here's the good news: improving sleep quality can reverse much of this damage. Here's my challenge to you: forget everything you think you know about anti-aging for just 30 days. Focus on these simple principles: gentle care, consistent hydration, natural nourishment, sun protection, and internal health. Listen to your skin instead of following rigid rules. Treat it as a friend, not an enemy. I've seen this approach transform hundreds of patients, not just their skin, but their entire relationship with aging. They stop hiding from mirrors and start embracing their reflection. They save money, reduce stress, and achieve results that surprise everyone around them. Let me share one final story that perfectly illustrates this transformation. Margaret, a 60-year-old teacher, came to me feeling invisible and defeated by her aging appearance. She'd spent thousands on treatments that left her skin irritated and her confidence shattered. Within 6 months of following my approach, she looked and felt 15 years younger. But the real transformation wasn't just physical. She radiated confidence and joy that made her absolutely magnetic. What changed for Margaret wasn't just her skincare routine, but her entire relationship with aging. She stopped fighting her reflection and started nurturing herself. She began eating foods that loved her back, sleeping better, managing stress, and treating her skin with gentle respect rather than aggressive intervention. The most beautiful women I know aren't those with perfect skin. They're those who radiate confidence, health, and self-acceptance. These qualities shine through regardless of age, and they're more attractive than any skincare product could ever make you. Remember, aging is a privilege denied to many. Your changing skin isn't a failure. It's evidence of a life well lived. The goal isn't to look 20 again. It's to look like the healthiest, most vibrant version of yourself at whatever age you are. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to share this information with others who might benefit from a more balanced, scientific approach to aging. In upcoming videos, I'll dive deeper into specific ingredients, seasonal skin changes, and the fascinating connection between internal health and external beauty. Thank you for joining me on this journey toward healthier, more confident aging. Remember to be patient with yourself and your skin. True transformation takes time, but it's absolutely possible at any age. I'm Dr. Elena Vasquez, and I believe that beautiful skin starts with understanding, acceptance, and consistent care. Until next time, treat your skin and yourself with the kindness you deserve.